watching Monty TV. I'm Jackie Karsh, sitting down now with Ram Palaniappan. He is the founder at Earnin, a startup that helps workers track their earnings and transfer them to their checking accounts in real time. Ram, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Tell me, where did this idea come from?
I was running a different company in Cincinnati and found that some of my employees are running into overdraft fees and payday loans. Didn't make any sense to me because I thought I was paying everybody well. And when I spoke with one of them, the problem she had was that she needed money the next day and couldn't wait till Friday. And so I tried to make our payroll system pay her for the work she'd already done, and payroll systems don't do that. And so I did what I think happens in millions of small businesses. I wrote her a check from my account and she paid me back on payday. So I landed up doing this for a handful of my employees. And eventually left the company, came over here to the Bay Area, and the whole company was instant messenger, so the people who I was doing this for wanted to know if I'd still do it for them. I didn't mind doing it, but now I needed to know if they were working or not. And so I had them just give me their usernames and passwords to the time and attendance system. If they wanted money, they would message me. I would log in as them and see if they had worked. If they had worked, I'd push money out from my bank account and put it back on payday. So I built a really simple web form and said, if you need money, just fill out the form, don't message me. And once I had this web page up, then people who I didn't know tried to use it. And so I said I would do it for them as well if I could access their employees' time and attendance system. And so that's how it started. And I realized that what I was doing was like the payroll system. I was looking at how much you worked, converting that into a dollar amount and pushing that into your bank account. And when I did that, your life was much simpler. You're paying all your bills on time, no more late fees on bills, no more overdraft fees, no more payday loans. And that's when I realized I always feel bad about myself. I did try to make it into a product.
It's not typical for someone who founds a company to really do the company and then found the company.
Yeah.
But it worked. You got to test run it, right? So how exactly does Earnin work?
You put in some information, you set up an account, give us your email address so we can kind of like give you a way to log in. Tell us where you work. Works for any employer. Employers don't need to sign up with us. And then you connect your bank account to us so that we can see what your paychecks are. And then as you start working, we keep track of your earnings. And so that's pretty cool because like at the end of the day, when you're done with work, you can open the app and see how much you've earned. And whenever you need to access your pay because you have rent or some kind of bill that's coming up, you cash out through the app, just like an ATM for your earnings, and the money's in your account instantly.
Why don't you charge fees?
I think it's because of how it started in a way. Like I was doing this for people who I knew, and it kind of evolved from there. Someone once told me that if someone had tried to make this a business first, it would have been completely different. I think it's because we started off trying to help people, not trying to be a business, and we kind of like kept that same kind of culture.
Would you say that this is something that could actually expand beyond just the tipping? Would you eventually start charging?
I don't think so.
And why is that?
I think the way this works, it's so aligned, it makes the company so aligned with the individual that if the company wants to actually get more money, then they've got to add more value to the user. The user, when we ask them to pay whatever they think is fair, they'll share a part of whatever they think the benefit to them was.
During a hurricane, you loan people that money. Why do you do those kind of things?
The whole company has a feeling of a bunch of customer advocates and activists who got together and we're doing a company, and I think like we all know that we're all in it together. And when something happens and people need some help, then we go out and try to help people, or at least try to make people smile a little bit when they're in the middle of a working day.